Part 2.
60 years after the JFK assassination, it's still unclear on why Oswald, quote-unquote him, shot the president, fueling countless theories and conspiracies, like whether the successor, Lyndon B. Johnson, I know y'all heard of him, he's a president after JFK, was behind the assassination. I don't really believe this theory because it would be kind of pointless on why he would want to be the next successor of JFK. But what I do believe is that CIA did take advantage of this situation. Well, anyways, the continued fascination over who killed JFK is still fueling many theories and dominating the American politics today. The definitive account of what happened the day of the assassination is a report produced by the Warren Commission. Just a week after JFK's death, Lyndon B. Johnson signed an executive order that created the commission, headed by the Chief of Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court, Errol Warren, to investigate the death of the president. 10 months later, its report confirmed that Oswald fired the shots and that there is no evidence that the U.S. government or any third political party made the assassination clear that they wanted to kill JFK. Sorry about that. Oswald shot JFK, as Time reported, in 1964. Quote unquote, the explanation of Oswald's motive for killing President Kennedy was buried with him. They never revealed on why Oswald or he ever talked about why he wanted to kill JFK, which is why many conspiracies surface over that. Quote, I don't think we fully understood how many people that could just not give up the idea that there was a conspiracy, says Bert Griffin, assistant counsel of the Warren Commission and author of JFK, Oswald and Ruby, Politics, Prejudice and Truth.
Take one.
Okay. Hello, my name is Giovanni Gonzalez, and this is a project for Ms.Zimmerrrr's class. What I'm going to talk about is conspiracy theories. First conspiracy theory that I have in my mind is what we know and what we still don't know about JFK's assassination. So, as you've heard, JFK was assassinated in November 22, 1963, while he was riding his car. But many ideas have surfaced that it wasn't that same person that killed him. I also believe that it wasn't him that killed him. I think the person that was driving the car killed him. I know y'all have seen the video where he turns around and it looks like he has a gun pointed behind JFK. Not behind the guy that was driving. He turned around and shot. I don't know. I kind of saw the video and I really think it was him that killed him. Many people believe that it was the CIA because he had too much knowledge on what he was learning while he was there in presidency. But yeah, it's been around 61 years that he has been assassinated, and John F. Kennedy was the youngest president. So that's why it was more dangerous for him to know all of this information. Cut.
How do you cut it?
Just cut it.
Take 3.
Another theory that surfaced is that there's multiple gunmen on JFK's assassination. Perhaps the most enduring conspiracy owes its origin not to some crank in a tinfoil hat, but rather to a U.S. House of Representatives. A week after Kennedy's assassination on November 22, 1963, newly sworn in President Lyndon B. Johnson issued an executive order, as I've said before. 10 months later, though, the commission presented its findings. Oswald acted alone, as did Jack Ruby, the Dallas nightclub owner who shot Oswald 2 days later after Kennedy's assassination. Also, That's another reason why more conspiracies surface around, because Oswald was killed 2 days later. Maybe not to say more information on why he killed John F. Kennedy. You know, that's a valuable representation on why he would do that. Sorry about that. Cut. In conclusion, I don't really think Oswald did kill the president, or that there were multiple gunmen aligned to JFK's assassination. I do believe later on new theories will come out, but for now, this is all we've got for JFK's assassination. Moving on into the next theory will be Egypt and big giants that once roamed the earth. So, as I said on my last cut, I'm gonna be talking about ancient civilizations and aliens. So, first of all, let me tell you how spectacular it is that the pyramids of Giza stand at nearly 500 feet and weigh approximately 6.5 million tons. The Great Pyramid in Giza is the last remaining wonder of the seven wonders of the world. Because it is such a spectacular, sorry about that. It is the subject of many conspiracy theories, and some which are presented frequently on ancient aliens. Egyptologists say that the Great Pyramid and the other 100 or so ancient pyramids were likely built by humans, as tombs for Egyptian pharaohs and their relatives. However, ancient astronaut theories featured on ancient aliens have other ideas about their origin and purpose. This basically concludes that ancient aliens has once roamed the earth, according to other theorists. Let me tell you about it. The Great Pyramid has been thoroughly explored, but there is no proof to show that it is a device that provides access to another time or place. Instead, scientists and archaeologists have found evidence of burial equipment and mummies in many of the pyramids. Although no body was found in the sarcophagus discovered in King's Chamber within the Great Pyramid, historians believe that it is way due to looting, not because the body of the pharaoh was transported to another dimension. Further bodies of other pharaohs have been found in places like the Valley of the Kings, indicating that the pharaohs were simply men who died as men, not gods or extraterrestrials. Now I'm going to talk about the Great Sphinx of Giza. Sorry. Egyptologists believe the Sphinx, a human-headed lion, was built around 2500 BC, but admit they do not know why it was built. Its purpose may have been to horror the pharaoh Kharf, who was likely the subject of the human head present on the monolith. It is possible also sorry once also had a lion's head, but that is was changed into a human head, either due to weathering, destruction, or by order by the pharaoh himself. That could explain why the head is proportionally so much smaller than the body. Despite various archaeological excavations, nothing has ever been found within the Sphinx paws. This is contradicting most of the theories that I have once said about the pyramids. Most of this is made up, and on why, I don't believe in this theory. But it does have way more evidence to lean on than the JFK one, though.